Hey class, welcome to our first video review of chapter 26. We're looking at section 1, the physical geography of China, Mongolia, and Taiwan. Our big idea for this section: there's a wide range of variation in the physical features of China, Mongolia, and Taiwan. Our essential questions: what are the major landforms in this region? How do these landforms affect population patterns in these three countries? And what impact does the size of each country have on its overall population? Entrance ticket questions include: what two major rivers run through China? How does the Honghe both benefit and hurt the people of China? And why do you think the population of the North China Plain is so large? Explain your answer with evidence from your resources. Remember, we are submitting our tickets via Schoology. So the largest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, is located within China. China is about the size of the United States and has a wide range of physical features, from its high peaks to some of the driest deserts and longest rivers. Two areas linked to China, Mongolia to the north and Taiwan off to the east coast, provide a big contrast in the features of their countries. Essential question 1. What are the major landforms in this region of the world? They include mountains, and they're found throughout the region. Most prominent are the Himalayas along China's southern border. Other ranges include the Tian Shan in China and the Altai Mountains in Mongolia. Other landforms include the Plateau of Tibet, which is located in southwest China and often referred to as the rooftop of the world. Deserts include the Taklamakan Desert in northern China and the Gobi Desert in southwest Mongolia, one of the coldest deserts in the world. The North China Plain, which is located in eastern China and is the location of a large population and fertile farmlands. Continuing with the essential question 1, rivers. Two of the largest rivers run east to west. The Honghe, or Yellow River, flows across northern China, and the Yangtze flows across central China and is Asia's largest river. So when we're looking at physical geography, we talked about the Taklamakan Desert, the Altai Mountains, the Gobi Desert, the North China Plain, the Honghe or Yellow River, the Yangtze River, and the Plateau of Tibet. It's going to be right in here. Take care to check the key for elevation. We'll be referring back to this map. And then you can see Taiwan off the coast. They do have some higher elevation in the center of the island. Essential question 2. How do these landforms affect population patterns in these three countries? Impacts of rivers and plains. The Honghe, over the river's course, it picks up loess, fertile, yellowish soil, which gives the river its nickname, the Yellow River, and is often referred to as China's sorrow because of flooding that has occurred over the years. During the summer months, the river will flood, affecting large portions of the population. The North China Plain is located in eastern China, and it's a series of valleys and low floodplains. It's home to a large population because of the fertile flat land. Mongolia and Taiwan. Mongolia is an expansive space, but the population is spread out. And Taiwan is a smaller island, and the population is packed into small plains areas. So thinking about physical features, and we've highlighted these. And then comparing that to a population map, we can see that the lower elevation is home to a majority of the population. And then the higher elevations here, somewhat in here, not very many people are living there. So physical features are going to affect where people live. And then thinking about climate, there's a wide variation in climate across the region. The tropical southeast is warm to hot with the monsoon season, which brings heavy rains. And to the northeast, the climate is colder and drier. Winter temperatures can reach negative 18 degrees Celsius or 0 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the north and west, the climate is mostly dry. So again, we're going to compare the two maps. Looking at the climate map, we have our key, and we talked about the tropical wet areas in green, and then the arid and dry. And again, then when we can put that side by side with the population map, we see that most of the people are living in the eastern part of the country, where it's tropical, wet, humid, continental, and we're seeing very little population where it's dry and spread out. Natural resources also cover a wide range. China, mineral resources, coal, lead, and tin, valuable forest and farmland. Mongolia, coal, iron, tin, and then livestock, and we'll learn more about that, the livestock that they value. Taiwan, farmland, which includes producing sugarcane, tea, and bananas. So then as we're looking at the resource map, be sure and check your key. The one I want to point out to you, though, is the nomadic farming in that brownish color. And then commercial agriculture in the lighter colors. So when we think back to the population map, the majority of the people are living here. And, remember, not so many people are living through here. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Essential question 3. What impact does the size of each country have on its overall population? Impact of size. So for China, large national boundaries has resulted in a large population. This given to the rich history of the country and the prominent role it has played in the region. Mongolia, conditions of the geography of the country do not favor holding a large population. When we look back at climate and then physical features of the region, the desert, and then the dry, arid climate, not many people are wanting to live there. There's little available farmland. Much of the country is taken up by the Gobi Desert, and the climate is not beneficial for growing crops. Taiwan, given the relative size, often thought of as small, but looking at numbers from 2015, it is the 54th largest country in the world in terms of population. So it has high density. Technology growth and movement away from Chinese government has impacted Taiwan in a beneficial way. So again, to review entrance ticket 1, what two major rivers run through China? How does the Han-He both benefit and hurt the people of China? And why do you think the population of the North China Plain is so large? Explain your answer with evidence from the resources. And then remember to submit in Schoology. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in class.